You know, Brandon, with the shows that we do, I gotta wonder if this topic isn't perfect for us to talk about, and that is music and bourbon and the two worlds colliding. What do you think?
I mean, I think they go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Or like
Like,
your boy Brandon and Jonathan?
exactly. Like, just goes perfect. And the more you drink, the more you groove. So,
This is true. It's been helping us dance for a long time.
long time.
Well, I say helping. It at least gets me on the dance. I don't think anything really helps me dance. I've got no rhythm whatsoever.
Hey, it doesn't matter as long as you're out there grooving to your own vibe. Like, it's just you vibing. That's all that
That,
matters.
that's true. Now I don't know about you, but we'll get to some pours here in a second. But for me, for the longest time, I didn't know what to do when I saw like live music, like comedy show. I'm sitting down, laughing. You're sitting for the most part. You're not standing unless it's the end and you're giving them kind of the standing O. But like music, you're standing there, and you know me, I'm awkward as hell. And then I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do here. And I think that's where, for a long time a beer, but maybe now a pour of bourbon can help me. 'Cause
Yep.
at least got something in my hand. Have a little drink, feel pretty good, and listen. I'm guessing you were not that awkward though when it comes to concerts and things like that.
No, I'm pretty fortunate that I had a little bit of rhythm and, you know, had some moves myself, but blessed in that department. But yeah, no, like I just went to a concert last Friday. Yeah, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
we were standing the whole time, and we were vibing, man. We were grooving. So, but yeah, like
Now, did you have any bourbon, or was it just a beer night?
no, it was just a beer night. Yeah, yeah, I had beer for dinner because I just figured that like how you can get if you start out on bourbon and then the night goes and keeps going and your concert. I was like, man, it's probably a better night for that.
That's true.
Yeah, especially at the arena. Like they're not. I mean, they're not. I mean, you can get cocktails there, but they're not really just doing straight bourbon. I don't think. I mean, you probably could, but I've never sought it out. But
I was gonna say
also,
maybe
probably
the
for a pour of Woodford, yeah. But if they did have it, probably a pour of just regular Woodford would be $25 or something stupid. So I was like, nah, I'll stick to my tall boys.
Now I know one place that both of us love to just kind of sit back, relax. Is late in the evening, have a pour, turn on the music, whether that's outside by a fire, for you maybe the grill. I mean, to me, that's a perfect thing while you're listening to music is to have a pour.
Yes. Yep. And outside, fire, cigar, that's perfect. Music. Yep.
Now I gotta ask. I know you're a Whiskey Myers fan. I know you're eclectic. You kind of like a little bit of everything. You got a jam now. What
Yeah.
about going down the country realm? Because on bar conversations, I love to talk to country artists.
Yep.
We veer, but we stay pretty close. But haven't been able to get this guy on yet. Still holding out hope. But from North Carolina, Mr. Eric Church. What do you think of him?
Man, I tell you, I love Eric Church. I could literally sit outside with a bottle, several pours, and just throw him on and just let it roll. And then smoke. I could sit out there and smoke 5 cigars to that guy. Like, I mean, I know I love Eric Church. I really do. Like, he's been on my. I've not seen him in concert yet, but it's on my list. Hopefully to do that one day. But no, I love Eric Church. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a fan of the man, and we've been fortunate enough to try his whiskey, which is known as Whiskey Gypsy, that he does with Ari Sussman and company there.
Yep.
And we got one of his most recent releases that came out back in March, and they have a couple different series. They have the Legacy series, the Explorer series, and this one is the Tribute series that we're going down the rabbit hole. And this is their double-barreled bourbon.
Double
I'm
barrel
excited to give
bourbon.
this one a try.
Yeah, me too.
My little sample bottle.
Now, if I remember correctly, it was their first one. That was the was that the
Legacy.
was that the Legacy, the first one he come out with? That was the one we didn't care for.
Yeah, like it. So I
It was
think
fucky.
if I'm not
It had a
mistaken,
lot
the
of
Legacy,
Canadian rye in it.
yeah, they blend different things, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a they're pushing the the boundaries on what can mash up together.
Yeah, they. I just remember. But the other one we did, the Explorer one, I thought we
And
really liked it because that was more of their straight bourbon.
yeah, and I think the Explorer one, if I'm not mistaken, see, I really should. You see, you're asking questions I'm not prepared for, but I think I remember. And I want to say the Explorer. So the Legacy was like blending different things, different whiskeys from different places together,
Mm-hmm.
and the Explorer one, I think, is using different wood from different places and
Mm-hmm.
using it together. So I think he did like an oak from North Carolina, and then like a French oak, maybe from France, like actual, somewhere over there.
Yeah.
And I think we enjoyed that. So I'm curious to see here on the double barrel bourbon, which just to give you a little bit of info, it's straight bourbon whiskey aged a minimum of 4 years and double barreled in new American oak. The rebarreling is for an additional 3 to 6 months. So, shall we?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Doesn't smell bad. I mean, it smells.
It's an inviting nose.
Yeah. A little
I mean-
sting of the nostril.
I was gonna say, not to sound cliche, but that is, if you're thinking probably what a bourbon should smell like that smelled like a bourbon.
Is it only 86 proof?
Yes.
You wrote that on my bottle, and I was like, but you know me, when I see something that's the 86 proof range, I'm like, but it didn't smell like 86 proof. It smelled like, your normal run of the mill, anywhere from 95 to 100 proof.
That's what I mean. It smells just like you're just like, that's bourbon. Like you just know that's a bourbon.
But it drinks, the first sip drinks hotter than 86. But I tell you what, I got a lot of sweetness off that first drink.
Yeah.
Like a lot of sweetness. Like almost orange juice.
It's interesting to see a double barrel so low on the proof.
That's crazy. And it finishes like you get the the sweetness and the smoothness right off the bat, all the way through. But it's just the back end. You get a little subtle heat coming back up that makes you think like if I didn't know any better, and if I was blindfolded or blind taste test, like I would say that was probably at least 90, somewhere between 90 and 95 proof.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
a
was
90,
saying
92, 93.
is kinda
Yeah.
where I'm landing. And I'm going to reread this line again. Once the mash is distilled and aged at least 4 years in charred new American oak barrels, Tribute then takes the extra step. And I think this is where it's interesting. I'm going to read it and tell me how you interpret this. Tribute then takes the extra step of proofing down its whiskey and rebarreling it for an additional 3 to 6 months, also in new American oak.
Huh.
So I think so to me, that sounds like they proof it down to 86, drop
Right.
it in that second barrel.
Yep.
That's fascinating, because normally you would think it would be put it, get it,
Right.
then proof it down. I mean, that's how I would normally imagine that would go, right?
Yep. Flip it and reverse it. Yeah. I can't. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Honestly, like I think it's really good. Like I think you get that. It's I don't know. I'm getting a lot of citrusy notes coming out, a lot of sweetness, but again, it hits you in that back end to make you think that it's at higher proof than what it is at 86. But again, you know what? 86 proof. I mean, under 90 is not my jam. I know it's not your jam. I know it's not a lot of people's jam, especially a lot of enthusiasts. But I mean, good's good, right? It doesn't matter, but it's really good.
And like I think on the legacy releases, which they're blending really old Canadian whiskey with some different older whiskeys. we didn't love the price point on them because it was funky and really expensive. You'll love the price point on this one. Like I said, minimum of 4 years, then an additional 3 to 6 months in the second barrel, MSRP of $45.
All day. Literally.
Yeah, this is, like you
All
said,
day.
I think with the Explorer, we really loved it because it was 2 oak blended together.
Mhm.
This one having the 2 barrels. And the proof down first and then put it in. I'm thinking, Ari played around and found something really,
Right.
really tasty because that's not what I was expecting off 86 proof to have
Yeah.
that much flavor. And it's almost like
No.
like chocolate oranges or
Yeah.
caramel oranges. Like it's
Yep. Or even a caramel green apple, almost like it's like. Yeah, I don't know. It's just got a lot of different. I don't know, a lot of different flavors to it, but it's like really good, like really smooth sweetness to it. And I'm like you, I can't believe that they've got that much. And again, you would expect 86 proof to be smooth and easy, light, good, which is what
Yeah.
this is. Did not think that I would ever try an 86 proof that has this much flavor to it, as far as like, that just those different sweet notes to it. Well, yeah.
I'm impressed with this one. This one,
Uh-huh.
they're working on some stuff there at Whiskey Gypsy, and they're I'm liking what they're trying, and they
Right.
gotta
No, it's really good. Yeah, but so do we. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I
Yeah.
could go
40.
try to think
45
of all the
bucks.
songs to find ways to put them in there.
I mean, yeah.
But no, so
It'll be
are you a yes?
Be fire on the mountain. Huh?
Are
Yeah.
you a yes all the way around?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that's really good, especially at that price. And that's the perfect one if you're somebody out there that is wanting to just slowly dip your toe into the whiskey game, and wanting to try, have something to put a bottle on the shelf and have it for
It's a
special
good looking
occasions.
bottle too. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
actual bottle that they put out, they put some thought into it. It's a sharp looking bottle too. Not
Correct.
that that's what we go.
Right, right.
I know some people shop that way, but I mean it's a good looking bottle on the shelf for you. And
Yeah.
like you said, I think it's a really good. Even
Yeah.
if you're dipped your toe in, maybe your foot's in the bourbon.
Mhm.
This is just a good one to try because it's a little different. Done some different things, but still not over crazy on the proof. And if you're like us that have had a few different pours in our lives, this one's gonna blow you away. Like I'm with you. If you would blind someone with that and ask them what the proof is and all that,
Yeah.
I don't think they come close.
To 86. No way. No way. And I mean, even though, like, even through the body of it, on the mouth, it's, you could tell that it's young. You could tell that it's, that not that older maturity, just because it's light. You know what I mean? But if you just a full drink of it, no, it would never guessed 86.
So there
Yep.
you go, Eric. Keep
All
doing what
in.
you're doing. Keep making good
Yep.
music. He's got a new album coming out soon too. So
Ah, can't wait for that. Can't wait for that. Cheers to that.
So we're gonna leave the double barrel world. We're gonna go old school music on this one. Before you and I were even a thought. As I joked with you before this episode started, closer to you than me, but still nowhere near us being a thought.
God, no.
That's me, saying you're old when you're really not.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So
Yeah.
we got a little 3-chord backstage series. The Allman Brothers.
The Allman
In honor
Brothers.
of their Eat a Peach album 53 anniversary. This was put out. So,
Do we? Again, I mean, have I heard of the Allman Brothers? Yes.
yes.
Now that is almond, not almond the nut. So I know I'm a little country and say things a little fast, but but the Allman Brothers, I might know one song, maybe. Maybe.
I mean, I think that's okay. You know, they were formed in 1969. They are not
Huh. Good
our
year.
generation.
Yeah. No.
Somehow I keep bringing that number up a lot more than
I know. Yeah, you do. You sure do. I'm here for it. Bring it.
Price points,
Yeah,
years.
bring it. Bring it.
But, you know, they had a little southern rock sound to them, so it kind of fits in. So, like
They were definitely in that, like, party hard 70s. Like that type of, let's get real high on some weird shit. But, yeah, I don't know anything about them. Heard of them. Know that they're a famous band, but.
Yeah, well, let's see what this pour does.
All right.
Shall we?
What we got? Let's sit. Cheers.
Nose is fantastic. But that's probably because of what it's finished in.
Yeah. All right. Tell the fine folks that are listening what it's finished in.
Okay. All right. So this one, I gotta look up on my notes because it's got a lot going on for it.
Mm-hmm.
So this release is a meticulously blended spirit, meticulously, composed of a 9-year-old straight Kentucky bourbon and an 11-year-old Tennessee whiskey, and it had to be called a whiskey because you'll see why here, from bourbon mash aged in re-charred barrels. So it's a bourbon mash, but when in new oak, it was in re-charred barrels. So 11 years. Finished for 3 to 6 months in peach brandy barrels from none other than George Washington's distillery at Mount Vernon.
Huh.
Yeah.
How about that?
So
I didn't know that.
So, and the peach brandy is in honor of the Eat a Peach album, celebrating 53 years this year.
Okay. The nose smells really good. I will say that.
That's what I was going to say. The nose is fantastic. It smells.
It smells like
It's peach.
peach cobbler, almost. Yeah, like a peach. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not hating it. No.
No, it's a.
Right off the bat, like that first third, like I kind of was starting to get a little funk, and then it just took a left turn into Flavor Town. So, yeah.
I mean, I'm liking it.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that peach brandy finish really helps round it out and makes it really nice. Like you said, instead of letting it go way off course, that peach brandy's like, hey.
Yeah, literally. It put her back on the straight and narrow. I like it. I do like it a lot. It's 102 proof?
107. I can't write apparently.
No. You do a lot of things well, but we gotta work on the handwriting. But that's okay.
Yeah, my notes show that too.
Yeah, I like it. Now, remind me again, where is 3 Chord? Where are they located at?
So, it could be out of I think.
I thought they were in Nashville, but I mean, I don't think that they're.
It's founded by musician Neil Giraldo, a Hall of Fame musician. And basically, though, they blend everything. So I don't think they have a distillery or anything like that. They blend it all. Their backstage series, which this is part of, Hailstorm, Taking Back Sunday, Drake White, who got to see Hailstorm and Drake White at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival last year. They were signing bottles and autographs and things like that. So, so a lot of, obviously founded by a musician, bringing a lot of music to how they do stuff. So now the kicker with this one, like in the juice, MSRP $200.
Ooh. 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 Why'd you have to do that to me?
Well,
Damn,
you want the
man.
whole. You want the whole. You want
I
all
do.
the info.
I do.
I told you I was gonna do it, and you might not like it.
$200. Jeez.
I don't think I could get there for $200.
No,
I think if you're an Allman Brothers fan and you like bourbon, you probably can get there for $200. It's a limited offering.
Yep.
It's just one of those things where I'm like, I don't think at the end of the day this one was meant for me.
No.
At that price point.
Oh, no. I can't get there at $200.
And
I don't know. Well, I mean, unless you are like die-hard Allman Brothers fan, collector, whatever it is, yeah. But it's going to be limited for sure. $200 is going to be very limited. From 9 to 11 years, don't be wrong. I love the juice. Love it. But $200, can't get there, man.
Now, I'd be curious. I was looking it up just to make sure. I was like, all right, $200. They also have a, because this is the collector's edition one of the Backstage series that they did. They have a initial one with them that's $50, and it's finished with toasted peach wood, which that could be pretty interesting. So, and that's only $50. So, if you're looking for something a little different, maybe you go for that. Because for the most part, their prices are not that high. But I think with just the 9, the 11, the peach brandy from George Washington's distillery, I'm sure it all took a good while to get together.
Correct.
And but juice, I don't think I'm there on the price. I'm guessing you're pretty much the same.
No, it is very. I like it. You like it. I think it's very different. It's got a lot of complex flavors to it, especially that peach brandy. Maturation in it kind of brings it a whole new flavor. I think this is the first product that I've had that's been finished in peach brandy. Anything, much less George Washington's Mount Vernon Distillery.
That's pretty cool.
Go us, Team USA. But you got $200 to blow on something unique, different. Hey, right here, this is your jam. Yep, this is it. I just can't get there at $200. Don't get me wrong. I think it's good. I think it's really good. I think it's unique. I think it's whatever. I can't get there at $200. Ain't no way.
As we always say, the higher the price, the more you got to do for us, and even then, at a certain point, it's just hard for us to get to a price.
But good for them. I mean, this is really good. It's
it's a fun pour. So if you can get one and try one, or maybe you get a group together that wants to split it, it's a fun one. And if nothing else, grab a bourbon, listen to some music, whether it's the Allman Brothers, Eric Church, whoever your favorite band is, and have a good night, right?
Yes, 100%. I don't know, just get in your vibe.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Me too. Me too. Cheers.